What's up, everyone? This is We Talk Combat's the best, blackest, and brightest wrestling podcast. I'm Queen. I'm a Javon shirt on tonight. No wig. We're going chemo queen tonight. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. But everything has started. If you're interested in watching with us, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and then just join our Discord. That's it. That's all you got to do. Really, literally all you got to do. So, hope you guys are good. Turn it on. Yep, Javon take on Grayson tonight. So, you know, I got to make sure I have that on tonight. But I hope you're good. I hope you're alright. I hope you're okay. I'm like half blind, super bald, but we gonna rock it out. But I hope you guys are good. I think I'm about to eat dinner myself, so might have to go off camera for a second. Yeah, I hope you guys is good. Last week was crazy, wasn't it? With Rock and everything. I don't know why it looks so blue in here. It looks blue as hell in here. I'm about to fix it. Look blue. Look extra blue.
As we take a look back at last week and the moment the world is talking about.
That's better. I look more like a regular person.
You got something to say, Paul? I see you got a microphone.
That's better. But yeah. We out here. We had 283 subs. I'm lying. I'm lying. We're at 283. Ruler over Femi. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that big fella on our show this past week. Got a lot of thoughts about his personal, life, but, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, right? So, we gotta just not worry about that.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Welcome to Raw, y'all. Are we starting off the bat with him? Yes, sir. Off rip. Off rip. Already with the Brock bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, accompanied by his advocate, WWE Hall of Famer, Paul Heyman, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
As he stares at the WrestleMania sign,
God damn it.
With the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and Cole, I think it's safe to assume after last week, Lesnar is going to be in a foul mood tonight. Yeah, the eyes tell the story. The beast Brock Lesnar last week was embarrassed.
Fucking shit.
He was shocked.
That's...
He was humiliated at the actions of the ruler, Oma Femi.
No, I dropped my phone, so the screen split again. So the screen came off that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I serve as the advocate for the only being on the face of the planet to hold the NCAA Division I Heavyweight Championship, the UFC Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Heavyweight Championship, the Beast, the Conqueror, the main event of WrestleMania. I have to tell you, you're pissing off Brock Lesnar. And the reason why you're pissing off Brock Lesnar is because let's all be honest with each other about what happened last week. Last week, Brock Lesnar laid to waste 5, 10, 15, 20 masked men, splayed them all over the floor, over the desk, into the crowd, in the ring, beat up 20 men, then got distracted by Seth freaking Rollins. And that is when a man so overhyped by WWE, it invoked my gag reflex. This overhyped wannabe ruler comes down and takes advantage of the fact that Brock Lesnar had been in 20 fights, that Brock Lesnar was distracted by Seth Rollins, and this overhyped ruler takes advantage of the point. For those of you watching at home, they're reacting to the fact that I'm talking about Oba Femi. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the saddest part of it all. How many times have we heard the same narrative coming out of the WWE hype machine? This opponent for Brock Lesnar is the next big thing. This is going to be the slayer of the beast. This will be the conqueror's conqueror. When the Undertaker got his streak conquered by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. be over Femi, who had his WrestleMania moment when he put his foot on the chest of Brock Lesnar and pointed to the side. Because that's your WrestleMania moment. You peaked. That's the biggest moment of your career. Because at WrestleMania, you're gonna be beat. You're gonna be taken to Suplex City. You're gonna be F5. You're gonna be victimized. Over Femi. Damn it, you will be conquered by Brock Lesnar.
Shit like a man.
Despite what Paul Heyman says, we don't believe that Owen is overhyped, but he's a wannabe ruler. Lesnar may have a smile on his face now, but he is once again on his heels. Let's talk about the reality of the situation. When, if ever, was the last time Brock Lesnar backed away from a combat situation? The ruler just stood down the beast. Here's the problem for Lesnar, Corey. There were no surprises tonight. Brock Lesnar watched Owen come down to the ring, looked him in the eye, fired the first shot, and still was not taken down. Over Femi not taken down by Lesnar. Let's take a look at this. Lesnar attempting to hoist the massive ruler for an F5, but instead, Over Femi would drive the beast over the top rope to the floor, leaving Lesnar stunned. Look at the impact of this clothesline from the ruler, sending Brock over the top and out to the arena floor in the TD Garden. What a collision awaits in Las Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey touched on this earlier. It has been a very long time, if ever, since we've seen Brock Lesnar in this amount of jeopardy heading into WrestleMania. Dare I say, Corey, maybe an underdog?
I can't believe, but that may be the reality of the situation. 2 times in 2 weeks, Lesnar put down by the rule. Heyman said, Ova's overhyped. Trust me, the hype is real and it is well-deserved.
The hype is also real and well-deserved for our brand new Intercontinental Champion, Penta. He takes on this man, Dirty Dom, later tonight.
This match with Penta tonight shouldn't even be happening. If it wasn't for Finn Balor, I would still be your Intercontinental Champion. But Finn Balor got exactly what he deserved. And Penta, this is not gonna go the same way it did last time. Porque esta vez me voy a enfocar en ti mismo. Porque ese campeonato va a regresar donde pertenece. El verdadero campeón intercontinental. El rey de los luchadores. King of the luchadores. Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Can the king of the luchadors reclaim his Intercontinental throne? We will find out tonight as reigning champion Penta defends his goal against the former Intercontinental champion and reigning AAA Mega champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Season. Why the hell not?
Oh, you're not going to do the Eagle dance again, are you? We're only a little over 3 weeks away. You might pull something, Cole. We need you at 100% in Vegas.
The tag champs, the Usos, are in action against Paul and Theory from the Vision. Live next. And this has been quite the rivalry with the Usos and the Vision over the past number of months. And a critical moment for Logan Paul and Austin Theory tonight, Corey. Remember, Paul Heyman said focus on getting the tag titles. A win tonight would put them in tag team contention.
No doubt about it, but it also speaks volumes for what thorns the Vision have been in the sides of both Jimmy and Jey Uso. The fact that the champs are competing tonight without putting their gold on the line. This is personal. This is about settling a score. This is about thwarting Paul Heyman's plot to divide and conquer.
Well, I'm not sure how much more Paul Heyman can handle. Brock Lesnar taken down the last couple of weeks by Femi. The situation with the returning Seth Rollins. The Vision falling apart at the seams with the injury of both the Braun Breaker and Boston Reed. Heyman's got himself a mess. Over 13,000 strong in Boston tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Vision and the Usos are in quite the battle over the past number of months, but Corey, this is the first time that these two teams have ever met in a standard tag team match.
This is an opportunity for the Vision to prove that they truly are who they say they are. That Logan Paul and Austin Theory can function as a cohesive unit against the best of the best. The kingpins of Raw's tag team division, Jimmy and Jey Uso, the 9-time tag team champs. We'll find out tonight if the Vision are contenders or pretenders.
Jey Uso wants to get back to WrestleMania as the tag team champion this year. He had so much success in last year's WrestleMania, of course, winning the World Championship.
The Usos' road to WrestleMania might hit a major speed bump in a matter of seconds.
No thanks. I'll be busy that weekend. Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, set to take on the Vision in tag team action. Weekend for Logan Paul. He was involved in that FANATICS flag football game in Los Angeles this past Saturday, and he's developed quite the beef with NFL legend Tom Brady.
Kind of an audition, if you will. Jalen Hurts, trouble again. Logan got over the aisle against Jalen Hurts. That's what that is not easy. Here's Brady. Pressure from Logan Paul. Now Hurts back to Brady, who makes the catch. And Tom is going to be taken down around the midfield with this penalty flag. And Sean Payton saying, what do we do? Well, Logan Paul saying that he threw the ball at him, which he clearly did. He and Tom Brady have had
Well, Corey, Tom Brady has had quite the thing to say about WWE as of late.
Tom Brady certainly has plenty to say, but Logan Paul's the one out on the field backing it up. Maybe they can create a new rule, like the tough rule, to protect Tom Brady next season, to protect him from Logan Paul.
Meanwhile, the Usos got an eventful week as well. They'll be a part of the opening night telecast on Wednesday night. The first time ever a baseball game will happen on Netflix. It's the opening night, the Yankees and the Giants. So Austin Theory starts things off with main event Jey Uso. Again, a win for the Vision tonight could put them in position for a tag team championship opportunity.
I don't think there's any could about it. I think it absolutely should. Austin Theory has been tag team champion in the past. Two-time United States champion. Logan Paul, United States champion in his own right. Knocking off the Usos would absolutely entitle them to a title match, in my opinion.
The Vision has been having all kinds of problems as of late. Of course, the injuries to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And dealing with the situation not only with Seth Rollins, but with Brock Lesnar, as we saw at the start of Monday Night Raw tonight. Heyman talks about divide and conquer. He talks about the power that being the tag team champions would bring to their group.
No doubt about it as we look at that next level teamwork coming by.
And a kick out.
Next level teamwork, that day one-ish of Jimmy and Jey Uso. Being the tag team champions carries a lot of clout in WWE.
And here's the problem I see for Theory and Paul right now, is the fact that Paul Heyman's attention is severely divided.
That's what Heyman wants you to think. But listen, history has taught us Paul Heyman is a master manipulator. If Heyman believes that Theory and Paul can divide and conquer, trust me, they're capable.
Easy blow sends Jimmy Uso outside the ring, and Logan Paul clotheslines him right into the timekeeper's area. Vision have taken over against the tag champs. Austin Theory barking at us moments ago, Corey. It's about the pressure, Cole. That's what Theory calls himself. I don't stop, I don't fold, I don't forget. I'm the pressure.
I mean, on paper, the team of Austin Theory and Logan Paul could prove to be one of the greatest duos in WWE history. You talk about the accolades of Austin Theory this early in his career, and Logan Paul, let's be honest, I'm starting to believe there is nothing in this world Logan Paul cannot do.
He looked great on the football field,
He's
didn't he?
absolutely an amazing athlete.
Both these men former United States champions. Austin Theory actually won his second United States title right here in Boston a few years ago. And now a cheap shot by Theory is Logan Paul, who's just developing each and every time he's in the ring. Classic tag team wrestling.
What's that ball backwards? Logan Paul came into the world of WWE with the confidence. That's usually the last thing a superstar picks up. Logan Paul has it in abundance. So every time he steps in the ring, he gets a little bit better technically. He learns a new hold, so to speak. He learns a few new maneuvers. Logan Paul truly may redefine what it means to be a superstar in this game.
And I also think the presence of Paul has helped Austin Theory come out of his shell a little bit, show his real colors.
Definitely. Austin Theory felt at times that he was carrying some dead weight in tag teams in the past. Doesn't feel that that's the same case when it comes to Logan Paul.
Now a double team coming from the Vision, who have actually been dominating most of this match against a team that have held the tag titles 9 times. Jimmy and Jay.
That's the problem. Austin Theory and Logan Paul have to be careful not to get too confident because they are in the ring with the Usos. This isn't some run-of-the-mill tag team, some fly-by-night duo that just showed up. This is one of the greatest, if not the greatest tag team in WWE history.
Again, what about the Usos' attention? Has that been divided? We saw the situation with them and CM Punk a couple of weeks ago. A lot of questions on whether or not they'll be joining forces once again with Roman Reigns. Tag made, here's Logan Paul.
Snap elbow drop executed by Paul. This is a great strategy by Logan Paul. Tried and true classic tag team strategy. Cut the ring in half, lock your opponent in a hold, and wear Jimmy Uso down.
Logan just has all the tools. Powerful, great physique.
Oh, look at this disrespect from Logan Paul. I believe he just took his gum out of his mouth.
And
Look
look
at
where he put
Jimmy's
it.
hair.
He held it out.
Peanut butter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live on Monday Night Raw. The tag champs, the Usos, in action against Logan Paul and Austin Theory of the Vision. I do want to take this moment, since we're in the midst of this great tag team battle, to send our condolences out to the friends and family of Dennis Connery of the Midnight Express, who passed away a few days ago. Talk about tremendous tag teams. Paul Heyman, of course, knows all about the Midnight Express.
Trailblazers duo as we take a look at Jimmy Uso connecting with the desperation Inzaguri. Now Big Jim desperately needs to make a tag to the pressure Jay.
Main event, Jey Uso wants to get back to WrestleMania this year with the tag titles. Last year, he won his World Heavyweight Championship on the Grand Stage in Las Vegas.
Tonight with the gold not being defended, it's about the opportunity to pluck two thorns from their collective sides, being the Usos. Get rid of the Vision. Put them in
Rhodes' theory. Distracted the official Sean Bennett. Now Jimmy Uso driven into the ring post. And look at Paul. Look at Paul.
He's got the knucks.
The brass knuckles. He's used to such success. Another man who has vision problems. I mean, as in the vision.
Because this man can see clearly.
LA Knight.
The defiant one.
And LA Knight sent the brass knuckles into the ring. Jey Uso now has the brass knucks. Courtesy of LA Knight. Right in front of the official, Jey puts the knuckles on his hand. And he's got the theory. And that's going to cause a disqualification. Well, Jey got a bit over emotional there, a bit overzealous, and used the knuckles against Theory. And he got caught red-handed.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a result of a disqualification, the winners of the match are the Vision.
They have to understand, Jey Uso did get caught in the heat of the moment. The blood so bad between the Usos and the Vision.
Now going after Logan Paul. Jey Uso lost it. Things go from bad to worse for the Vision. But they did knock off the tag champs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt about it. We are absolutely on the road to WrestleMania 3 weeks from Saturday, 26 nights away. You felt it early on with Femi and Brock Lesnar. You felt it in that tag team match, and you felt it last week. Roman Reigns and CM Punk were face to face. San Antonio! Acknowledge me.
Pardon me for a second. I'll show you who showed us. Is it good to be alive on a Monday night or what? I'm a little surprised you haven't taken a swing at me yet. Now I'm gonna bury you next to your father. I will say and I will do what I please to get the advantage, man. That's why these people love me. I didn't want Jimmy and Jey to get caught in the crosshairs, but they came out, they handled their family business, and you know what? I deserved what I got last week. Right message, wrong messenger. Who's the real tribal chief?
I've heard this garbage for 5 years straight. I've done everything under the sun in this business. And when the talking is done, we all know that you can't do the walking. So, until you come up with something that can actually faze me, don't waste my time, Phil. I ring my bell, my show. I tell you when you can go. And young boy, now's not the time.
I can see it. I'm in your head, and I'm under your skin. And go ahead, take a look at that sign. It's the last time you're gonna main event. I'm gonna pin you and beat you on the grandest stage of them all.
That title on your waist, it's an embarrassment. You're a try-hard that's making us all look terrible because at the end of the day, you're old.
Well, as this war of words on the road to WrestleMania continues to escalate, perhaps one of the most deeply personal WrestleMania main events in history in Las Vegas, but tonight in Boston, both the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk and his challenger, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, are in the house in the same building tonight.
As is the delusional, furious, often offended Becky Lynch, and ambushed on Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee last week. Becky joins us live next. Grande Americano versus the OG El Grande Americano.
A not so surprising interruption by RAW Americano would play a factor, sending both superstars to the outside long enough for Bravo to load the mask of the real Americano, and as the original delivered his infamous flying headbutt, KO'd himself in the process. Your winner, the real El Grande Americano.
And then they got into it again this past Saturday at AAA.
As Americano was about to be presented with his sacred Rey de Reyes sword, first an interruption by Dirty Dom, the mega champion, allowing the original to abscond with the Rey de Reyes trophy.
Right now, I'm standing by with El Grande Americano alongside Los Americanos. Buenas noches, gentlemen. We just saw the footage of everything that took place this past week. From your controversial win on Monday Night Raw to what took place at AAA. In your opinion, how do you finally end this rivalry between yourself and the original El Grande Americano?
Primero, como siempre, quiero preguntar, ¿cuántos de mis paisanos están aquí esta noche? El pequeño ladrón, I'm talking to you, El Grande Americano. Remember to steal the mask.
And then, you want to steal the sword? Pero duende, you cannot steal the Mexican culture. You cannot steal the bailecito. Por most of all, you cannot steal the hearts of the Mexican people. Viva Mexico! Bésame mucho!
¡Bésame culo! Well, with that being said, Chaparrito, last week I already showed the entire world that you are nothing but a scam, a fraud. There is only one El Grande Americano, y ese way es Mexicano way. Por eso, the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna beat you one more time. Take that mask off your ugly mug and take it where it belongs. A mi gente, a Mexico!
WWE World is returning to Las Vegas April 16th to the 20th as the ultimate WrestleMania week destination. Prepare for brutality. Rhea Ripley is officially joining the stacked lineup. Photo and auto opportunities will go on sale this Friday and will go fast. So be sure to get your admission tickets in advance at WWEWorld.com. Becky Lynch has been seething ever since she lost her Intercontinental Championship to AJ Lee last week. A great match for the Intercontinental title between AJ Lee and Bayley.
AJ's contender Bayley pushed the champion to the limits, and in the closing moments, a miscalculation by the role model allowed Lee to cinch in the Black Widow, forcing Bayley to submit. However, it would be a short-lived celebration as Becky Lynch will arrive from backstage and flatten the champ in brutal fashion, bringing the fight to AJ Lee, and the exclamation point tattooing Lee with her own championship. Message
You boo me. You boo me. You cheer someone who abandoned you for a decade, but you boo me. Okay, I get it. I get taking breaks. I took a break. I took 10 months off, not 10 years. But I did it because you people got sick of seeing me succeed. You got sick of seeing me win world titles, so I went home. I went home to my family, to people who appreciate me, to my daughter, to the love of my life. And when I came back, I made a point. I didn't go for world titles, no, I went for the Intercontinental title. And I turned that title into the most important, most interesting, most represented women's title in all of wrestling. And I am damn proud of that title. I am damn proud of what it represents. I love that title. I made that title. But now I have to watch as AJ Lee prances around like she deserves that title. And after it was robbed from me at Elimination Chamber, I went home to my sanctuary and I tried to take a break with the people I love, but when I went home, my daughter, my greatest accomplishment, she was singing that stupid Light It Up song, and she was skipping around the house and flipping her hair like she's that Jersey skull. And it's almost as if she doesn't realize that her mom is the greatest female wrestler of all time. And it's not just me saying it, other people say it, everybody says it, Sports Illustrated says it, the Bleacher Report says it. Meanwhile, AJ Lee's greatest claim to fame before this was that she mastered the Divas era. Well, I murdered the Divas era. I put a stake through its heart, its butterfly belted wings, and ripped them off. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do to AJ Lee. I'm going to get my hands up.
Well, here's your chance. No skipping tonight for AJ. Making a beeline to the ring and Becky retreating.
They say, Cole, discretion's the better part of valor.
They also call that chicken.
You call that chicken. Everybody else calls it valor. Sports Illustrated, the Bleacher Report.
Never heard them say that.
Head on. No. You like to fight dirty, don't you? Because you know that every time that we've met in this ring, I have walked you like a dog. And you don't want to get embarrassed again. I get that. I feel for that. But maybe that's what it's going to take to get you out of my life and away from my title. Maybe I have to embarrass your ass one more time and tap you out in front of the whole world on the biggest stage of them all. Fine. Okay? Yeah, you win. Okay? I'ma show you why I am the best of my generation and yours and maybe the next. Why I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler and apparently your daughter's favorite wrestler. give you what you want. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
Oh! You skipped right into my trap, you dope! You have no idea what you're in for, okay? Because you can shine Monday to Friday any given week, but WrestleMania, that's my domain. That's where I am the man. Wait a second. I remember the last time you competed at WrestleMania 11 years ago. What happened? What happened the day after?
What up?
Oh yeah,
From
you
UK.
skipped right into the office.
Man, over there in the UK.
and
What
you
up, Mike?
handed in your resignation, and
Queen
we
to be
didn't
on here
hear
probably
from
again
you
soon,
for a
but
decade.
she's a little busy right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be a title match between Dom and Penta today.
Hey.
How do you know how to get out this? Well, never mind. I'll figure it out.
So excellent. That's true.
I was trying to, wasn't doing it. I didn't do that.
You trying to minimize it again?
Yeah, like why the little bar at the top and all gone? Like it's like extra zoomed in.
Did you want the audio playing out of here?
Did you just want to come out the TV?
Yeah, it was just on the TV.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Kofi Kingston from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 204 pounds, Grayson Waller.
An interesting story developing with Grayson Waller in the New Day, which we'll get into here in a matter of moments. Waller, Javon Evans next. You know, WWE is offering fans the opportunity to put their name on a piece of history with name on canvas for WrestleMania. Now live on WWE Shop. Fans can have their name printed on the same canvas where the WWE titles will be put on the line both nights this April. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the showcase of the Immortals and cement your name in history. There's Grayson Waller set for action.
We are live from the TD Garden in Boston, home of the Celtics. And that, my friends, is Derek White, Boston Celtics shooting guard in the house. And he did not come alone. He brought the coach, Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Celtics, ringside tonight in Boston.
JPS. Go Knicks.
Why don't you turn around and say that?
That's why I whispered it to you.
And his opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 195 pounds, Javon Evans.
The young OG, the soon-to-be 22-year-old Javon Evans, who was taken Monday Night Raw by storm.
One of the most exciting young stars in the game. Boston is fired up and ready to get bouncy.
And Javon has caught the eye of the New Day's Kofi Kingston, who was out here tonight in support of Grayson Waller. Kofi telling Javon he sees a lot of himself in Javon Evans. He's tried to recruit Javon to the New Day. Javon has politely turned him down, but here's the problem. That has angered Grayson Waller a bit. Grayson, who has been, doing the New Day's bidding for many months now, has never formally been offered a spot in the group.
Well, I had an opportunity to catch up with Grayson Waller earlier today, and he is not angry. He's simply frustrated. Grayson told me this is the professional equivalent of being stuck in the friend zone. He's doing everything he can for the New Day, and no, he hasn't been made a full-fledged member, but he knows he's only a couple impressive outings away from that happening.
He's had impressive outings for a while now and still has not been invited into the group.
Whoa!
And Javon Evans, uber athletic. And nice standing drop kick right to the jaw.
Defying the laws of gravity for our entertainment. Let's get bouncy, Cole. Look at this young man go.
And springboard into the Rana, sending Waller outside the ring.
Hey, Cole, do you happen to know where we're going? Because I do. We outside. Oh my God.
Javon Evans with so much force almost overshot Waller, but was still able to take him down.
Rough landing for Javon. You're going to have to fight through the disorientation he's no doubt feeling. An opportunity a veteran like Waller could capitalize on. Javon making the climb to the top turnbuckle.
Now up the top rope. What a cross body. Lateral press. Hook to the leg. And a near fall.
It's no surprise that Evans has caught the attention of Kofi Kingston. Javon's caught the attention of practically everyone in the WWE Universe. And there are worse people whose attention to catch. Kofi Kingston, a former world champion. Kofi knows what it means, what it takes to make it to the top of the mountain.
Evans Sent outside the ring after the attack here by Grayson Waller. And Kofi Kingston perhaps showing some respect to Javon Evans there.
Looking a little more vibrant than recently. Maybe brighter days are ahead for Kofi.
Well, listen, Javon politely turned him down, but I guess Kofi believes that the recruiting process may not be over.
You help? Help you what? Help? What, you want me to get you this whole fight?
And Javon Evans taking advantage of that mini argument between...
Hey, Corey! We outside!
Hey, can you just stay with me on commentary the rest of the night?
Shut up, Cole. Is that cool?
I think Javon Evans has got a future as a commentator here as well.
Well, if not a commentator, he may get a job with the Celtics. He just dove and defied the laws of physics right in front of the coach. Coach Missoula was impressed.
Grayson Waller, though, the veteran, taking out Javon Evans, a kick to the shin. And now Waller, a hard-talking, flashy, yet imposing superstar. Oh, and a big chop by Evans.
So we understand Grayson Waller's been on a bit of a rough luck streak recently, but this man's got a boxing background. Waller is only one right hand away from winning any match.
MMA background as well. Natural-born athlete, if you ask him. Oh, that slide right into the clothesline, driving Evans into the barricade. Kofi Kingston out here. Kofi is from Boston. He's mouthing off to the Celtics.
Keep playing, coach. He just called out Eric White.
Look at that. Javon Evans actually.
How the hell does he keep doing this?
Hurdling the barricade. How can you not be impressed? And now tightrope. Oh! Cannonball takes out Grayson Waller, but Evans may have hurt himself, and that's the problem with his high-risk style. Referee Jessica Carr with a count.
Why they call it high-risk offense. When it lands, it can be a gold mine, but if you come up short or you miscalculate, you can crash and burn in serious fashion. And Waller wisely attacking the neck of Javon Evans.
You're still 21. You're doing that to your 31. Now Waller continues to pound away at Javon Evans. Again, Waller with a chip on his shoulder, and each and every night, you mentioned it earlier, trying to prove himself to Kofi Kingston, and of course Xavier Woods watching at home. He's injured. Cover, and a kick out at 2.
Are you not going to send some best wishes and get well soon to Xavier Woods? You're just going to mention coldly that he's at home injured? Like he's a piece of meat? Like he's not a person?
I actually texted him a few weeks ago, and he never returned my text.
That's because he doesn't like you.
Why would I wish him good well then?
Because he's a nice human being.
And look at Grayson Waller continuing to work on Javon Evans.
I like this. This is the aggression it takes to make it to the top in WWE. Maybe Waller just needed reminded of who he is, what he's capable of. Waller, a former tag team champion, something the New Day know all about. And what better way to impress Kofi than by knocking out one of the hottest young stars in the game?
Evans now, pinning combination and a kick out. Whoa! What an uppercut.
Especially on the road to WrestleMania.
There it is. Gentlemen.
Grayson Waller just came off the top rope and delivered a stomp to the spine of Javon Evans, which stopped Evans in his tracks.
You don't belong here.
Waller getting a little too confident, and
Evans exploding out of the corner. I'd also use the word jealousy when it comes to Grayson Waller over the way that Kofi Kingston is
all you have done all night, Cole, is drive a wedge. Why?
Well, I'm not driving the wedge. Kofi Kingston went fawning all over Javon Evans. I mean, you got to admit that.
Kofi has simply been impressed with one of the brightest young talents in WWE.
Javon now springboard off the top rope. Look at the height from Javon Evans.
Just like you, just like me, just like Missoula, just like everybody in the building. Boom!
Oh!
Red dot on the mark.
Cover. Kick out by Waller. In fact, Kofi was really impressed with Evans last month when Evans beat Kofi in a match.
Here we take a look at the unbelievable athleticism of the young OG. Kofi trying to offer some words of encouragement to Waller, but look at the fire in the eyes of Javon Evans.
And Waller now.
Whoa! That might do it! Rocking the jaw of Evans! Who answers with one of his own.
Javon caught him with a kick to the face, and now Evans looking to keep Waller off balance, but a riptide knee. And now sending Evans again into a right hand.
Waller needs to maintain this pressure. Oh, easier said than done.
Yeah, but he corrected himself like it was nothing. Nice German suplex released by Evans.
But there's that switch inside of Evans. When it flips, good luck, because the young OG means business. Here comes Waller.
Oh, it ran right into Evans. Looking for that rolling flatliner, and ooh, Evans caught him with a knee. Devon heading up to his comfort zone. Top rope, and great move by Waller. Oh, dropping Javon right on the top of his skull. And a kick out at two, just barely.
Very effective, innovative offense from Grayson Waller. That earned a nod of approval and a light applause from Kofi Kingston.
Now sending Javon into the post. Catch him in the ear.
Certainly seems to be the case. Now Waller looking to capitalize. We've seen Grayson utilize this maneuver before. If he lands this, it could be lights out Javon.
Might be lights out for Waller.
You never want to have your lights turned out when you're stuck on the top turnbuckle. I don't care who you are. Dangerous situation for the Australian superstar.
Quite sure what
I don't know
what he was trying to do there, and Javon landed on his feet and now scaling himself up to the top.
Oh my God!
From the top rope, a Hurricane. Are you kidding me? Oh, gee, Cutter! Javon Evans impresses again.
Here is your winner,
It wasn't Cole. I think my voice just went a whole octave higher. I have never seen that before.
This is absolutely incredible.
Javon Evans with a super Hurricane Rana from the very top, followed immediately by the OG Cutter. Face first goes Waller. What a win for the young OG.
Full speed ahead for a man who's going to be a future champion in WWE. Javon Evans.
I don't want to get you disqualified again. I'd rather have you win. I'd rather have you win. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get disqualified. You're going to beat him, man. You're going to beat him. You got to stay focused, man. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Well, you certainly are having a hell of a night. Brock, the Vision.
I want you to schedule a match. I want you to schedule a match for Madison Square Garden. I want you to schedule a match for next week at Madison Square Garden with the Usos defending the tag team titles against the Vision, and I want it to be a street fight.
Well, you have given me something to consider.
What the hell is it? Consider.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good night.
Where you going?
Where do you want me to go?
To the ring?
Why would I go to the ring?
You requested time to address Seth Rollins. Paul, that time is now.
After the night I'm having, you still want me to go to the ring and address Seth Rollins?
You wanted the time. The time is now.
I've had it with Seth Rollins. I've had it with everyone around, and I am sick of it all. Okay.
I'm not gonna miss him at all.
At this time, please welcome the original El Grande Americano. Grande, earlier on tonight, I spoke to your arch nemesis, El Grande Americano. We talked about everything that's happened this week from Monday Night Raw to AAA, and he made his goals crystal clear when it comes to your rivalry. He said he wants to expose you as a fraud and an imposter. This is your opportunity for a rebuttal.
Hola! Now, allow me to abandon my native language of Spanish and speak to the good people of the United States of America in plain old English, baby! Because last week, that imposter disrespected everything I stand for when he used his 2 lackeys and a metal plate in his mask to defeat me. So I decided to end his little Rey de Reyes celebration early. Just like I'm gonna end his whole charade pretty soon. Because make no mistake about it, amigo, there ain't room in this town for the dose of us. And I'm gonna prove that there's only uno original El Grande Americano, and you're looking at him. So from 1 original to 10,000 originals sitting in this arena tonight, let me just say, gracias!
Gracias, original Grande Americano, and good luck to you in this rivalry. In the meantime, let's send things back to ringside with Michael Cole.
So I'm glad you covered AAA so you can make heads or tails of this whole OG El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano thing.
It's not really that difficult to follow, Michael Cole. The man who was just with Byron Saxton is the original El Grande Americano. The man we saw earlier in the night with Byron Saxton is the real El Grande Americano, the Rey de Reyes champion for 2026. The man who earned the sword that the original stole. I mean, stay with me here, Cole.
How do we know if that's the real Byron Saxton? Coming up later on tonight, Penta defends the Intercontinental Championship against the former champion who vows to get his title back, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Las Vegas will host the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony at Dolby Live at Park MGM on Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific, honoring AJ Styles, Demolition, Stephanie McMahon, and announced on Friday, NBA Hall of Famer, member of the NWO, Dennis Rodman. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. Not quite dashing on his way to the ring, but a very upset-looking Paul Heyman entering the ring here tonight.
Heyman has so much on his mind. He's trying to juggle so many balls right now that he forgot he was scheduled to have more television time for Adam Pearce. Got a feel for Heyman.
I'm having a really bad night. And not just because after a 40-year Hall of Fame career, I'm relegated to a contractual appearance in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm having a bad night because there's no one left for me to hide behind. Bronson Reed will not be back anytime soon. Braun Breaker will not be back anytime soon. Brock Lesnar is so pissed off, he has already left the arena. Logan Paul is half conscious. Austin Theory is half conscious, which means that just leaves me. And I have a stalker, a jaded ex, a psychopath that fancies himself as a visionary, and his name is Seth freaking Rollins. And despite the character that I portray on television, here's a news flash for everyone. I'm a man. And I'm a man that's been pushed too far. And Seth Rollins is a man who feels the same way, which means WWE isn't big enough for the two of us. No, that's not a challenge for a match at WrestleMania. We all know I don't stand any chance in that match. Nor is it a challenge to fight tonight, but to be honest, what other choice am I left with? So, maybe it's time that Seth Rollins came down here and put me out of my own damn misery. Maybe it's time that we do this right here, right now. If you think that I'm afraid of circumstances like this, you're 100% correct. But sometimes a man has to do what a man has to do. Are you freaking kidding me? Here's your moment, Seth. Let's do this. I'm standing in your ring, Mr. Visionary. I'm waiting for you. I told you I was going to settle this with you like a man. Men in my family are snitches. We file restraining orders with the courts. We file lawsuits. You're within 50 feet of me. Violation of a restraining order is a felony. You are going to jail. You are going to prison. And when you go to prison, because you're a felon, your wife will divorce you. And when she divorces you, and she's married to half of the locker room, someone is going to call Child Protective Services for your daughter. But don't worry, I, Paul Heyman, will adopt your daughter so she doesn't go through life knowing that her father...
That went too far. Rollins is hurt enough. And now Heyman, no! Rollins striking Heyman after Heyman threw the microphone at him, and now the Boston Police Department forcing Seth Rollins into the corner. And now they're cuffing Rollins. And you heard Heyman say in a restraining order put on Rollins.
what they say in Vegas. Everyone's got to tell. A blink. A breath. A moment that can't be controlled. But the great ones, they use it to their advantage. They own it. They've got them right where they want them. The rest just haven't figured it out yet. WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
Kabuki Warriors.
Well, we're regrouping here after a very odd situation between Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. Obviously, Paul Heyman outplayed Seth Rollins tonight.
One step ahead of the architect. There aren't too many people in the business or the world, as a matter of fact, who can say that they outsmarted Seth freaking Rollins.
Rollins apparently has been arrested by the Boston Police Department. I'm assuming he's going to be charged with violating this restraining order that we just learned about that Mr. Heyman put in place.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about all the legalities, but we know that Rollins is not medically cleared to compete, so the fact that he isn't here as a competitor sort of limits his ability to inflict harm on others.
We tried to do that to Heyman. Meanwhile, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, tag team action tonight against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, as all these teams try to jockey for an opportunity at a women's tag team championship match. Of course, the title is being held by Nia and Lash.
The irresistible forces.
Monday Night Raw is live tonight in Boston, Massachusetts on the road to WrestleMania. And moments ago, what an odd situation with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, who's become his arch nemesis. Seth Rollins was escorted out of the building by the Boston Police Department. Paul Heyman, though, went too far, and Rollins made a beeline back to the ring.
And Heyman made the mistake of mentioning Seth's daughter, which incited this response from the Visionary, which then would require a bit of more of a stern response from Boston PD, cuffing Rollins and escorting the Visionary out of TD Garden.
And Paul Heyman, what we did learn is that apparently sometime during the week he put a restraining order in place against Seth Rollins. Rollins learning about it tonight. It was violated, of course, and appears Rollins will be charged with violating that order.
Hook, line, sinker.
And there you see an exclusive footage of WWE 2K26 of the Kabuki Warriors, the video game available right now. Asuka and Kairi set for tag team action. Everyone trying to get an opportunity at the irresistible forces, the tag champs of Nia Jax and Flash Legend.
Well, to this juncture, neither of these teams has a clearly defined path to WrestleMania. It's of the utmost importance and highest priority for everyone on the roster. The Kabuki Warriors have held the tag team championships in the past.
And 3 times for these two.
Asuka and Kairi would love another trip to the top of the tag team mountain.
And their opponents, the team of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Bayley's made it very clear that she needs to get back to WrestleMania. Last year, she was taken out by Becky Lynch, who would team with Lyra Valkyria to win the tag titles at WrestleMania. Bayley looking at tonight, Corey, as perhaps another opportunity to work one step closer to the grandest stage.
Unfortunately for Bayley, I fear that her WrestleMania desperation is more like quicksand. The more she struggles, the more desperate she gets, the worse and worse her chances of survival get, the worse her shot at making it to the showcase of Immortals becomes.
Bayley and Lyra have had a history with the Kabuki Warriors. Second time they've actually met in a tag team matchup.
And if you're Lyra Valkyria, you have to be aware of the fact that Bayley is feeling desperate. And you don't want to allow someone you once looked up to become an anchor in your own career.
And speaking of anchors, has Kairi Sane become an anchor for Asuka? They've had some differences as of late. Seems Kairi cannot do anything well to please Asuka.
Your Japanese is lackluster at best, so I fear that your speculation may not be correct. As far as we know, the relationship between Asuka and Kairi Sane is as strong as it's ever been. Kairi is simply playing her role. She's being subservient to Asuka, who clearly calls the shots for the Warriors.
Ask here what that's all about. So Asuka,
my Japanese is worse than yours.
Asuka and Bayley will start things off in this critical tag team matchup here tonight.
And this is an important matchup for Bayley because coming off of her disappointing...
Oh, look at Kairi Sane causing the distraction, paying dividends.
You calling Kairi an anchor. I was at least hoping for a pirate-themed follow-up, and it was right there. Instead, you're trying to sow seeds of dissension, as you've done all night.
Bayley sent across the ring.
But as I was saying, this is an important matchup for Bayley because last week she took AJ Lee to the limit in her Intercontinental Championship match, but ultimately the role model couldn't get the job done. Does she continue to slide down the mountain, or does she rally tonight?
Well, at some point, Corey, all these situations have got to get in your head, right?
No doubt about it. And Bayley's been very open. It's mentally messing with her.
Sliding clothesline by Bayley into the cover and a kick out.
And it's a sad state of affairs when you've got one of the most decorated women on the roster. Bayley, the first female Grand Slam champion we ever had in WWE. To be experiencing this level of self-doubt this close to WrestleMania season again, I mean, that could be catastrophic for Bayley's career.
Especially after what happened last year. Lyra Valkyria now. Oh, and Kairi Sane caught her.
Lyra might owe Kairi a couple bucks after that one. My God.
And here comes Kairi Sane. Double team on Bayley. Oh, kick right to the spine. Nice bulldog by Asuka. Sliding drop kick from Kairi Sane, and the Kabuki Warriors have taken over. You know, Corey, for Lyra as well, I think she feels a certain amount of responsibility. She's been a big cheerleader for Bayley. She really feels like she's got to show up here tonight and help Bayley get one step closer to returning to WrestleMania.
Well, while that might be an admirable outlook from Lyra Valkyria, as Asuka hits the bones of Bayley from the outside, it can be detrimental to Lyra's own growth and ascent here in WWE. You can't spend your entire career worrying about somebody else just because you once looked up to them. Oh! Sliding D from Sane.
Now, you know, Kairi, one thing I've noticed early on in the matchup, she's done a lot to help Asuka, distraction after distraction, helping the Empress of Tomorrow take control.
And I'm still trying to figure out what the issue is with that. Just because Asuka tends to get a little stern with Kairi and raise her voice from time to time, I mean...
Well, I think Kairi's scared of her, and I think she's trying to curry favor with Asuka here tonight.
Oof. Why would you not want to be in the good favors of the Empress of Tomorrow as she tees off with these Kawada kicks across the bridge of Bayley's nose and one to the back?
I'd be scared to death of it. And Asuka will make a tag to Kairi.
Sane now perched on a...
Oh my goodness. And Kairi Sane has a 5 count.
Shades of the great Kendo Kashin using her legs to squeeze the breath out of Bayley.
Bayley really needs to make a tag. Kyrie now making the climb to the top turnbuckle. Could have an insane elbow in our future.
What Kyrie's trying to do there, but
Oh, take flight.
and she did just that, taking out Bayley. Cover now. Kick out by Bayley at 2.
Spend as much time at sea as Kyrie has. Occasionally you want to become a seagull.
I was a seagull in a movie once.
You sure were.
In fact, I played my own death.
Yes, you did.
Oh, and look at Kyrie Sane now, hammering away on Bayley.
You and Kyrie should bond.
Oh, backhand by Kyrie. She delivers that with such force.
So much heat behind those. I love it. Bayley all out of sorts at the moment.
And snap there, takedown by Kyrie, and now controlling Bayley. I think that loss still is in the head of Bayley from last week.
No doubt about it.
$13,340 WWE fans on hand here tonight in Boston. Bayley, Lyra, Valkyria against the Kabuki Warriors in tag team action, and Kyrie not allowing Bayley to make a tag.
The last possible second stopping the forward progress of the role model. Kyrie kicked toward Asuka.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Asuka intimidating her own partner. Tag made by Lyra, and because of that intimidation and that distraction, it allowed Lyra to make the tag. Cross body from the top rope.
Big enziguri by Lyra.
Clothesline from Valkyria. Talked a lot earlier about how Lyra feels this responsibility to help Bayley make her way back to WrestleMania.
Lyra needs to worry about her own road to WrestleMania. Muscling up.
Oh, sit out.
Holy cow!
And a kick out by Kyrie at 2.5. Lyra, the first ever Intercontinental Champion, so impressive. The power from Valkyria.
The way she whipped Kyrie's body down to the canvas. Very, very effective. Unfortunately for Lyra, couldn't finish the job just yet.
Of course, the current tag team champions, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Irresistible Forces, everyone gunning for him. And Lyra Valkyria now vertical suplex to Kyrie Sane, able to reverse things.
Great counter by Kyrie. Sane now with a bit of daylight. What will she do with it? Can she make the tag to Asuka?
Asuka pulls herself back up to the apron.
I think Kyrie,
Tag.
There we go. Asuka was waiting for the proper moment. Code breaker. Into a neck breaker. The Kabuki Warriors rolling. Cover by Asuka.
And a kick out by Valkyria. And Asuka and Kyrie work so well together. 3 times they've held the tag team titles together. Lyra lands on her feet. Oh, that spinning heel kick caught Asuka in the face. And now Bayley back up and makes the tag.
Very effective teamwork by Lyra and Bayley. Fisherman Buster.
Bayley, elbow from the second rope. And another near fall. And Bayley looks like she's becoming a bit frustrated here.
You can see Bayley glance up at the WrestleMania sign, realizing her chance may be slipping through her fingers.
Whoa! Release German suplex from Asuka.
Asuka now desperately needs the tag Sane.
Lyra, though, is the legal person, and Asuka with a kick. Stunning Lyra.
The Empress.
Tag made, Kyrie's legal.
Lyra trapped in the tree of woe. Kyrie Sane making the climb.
And Kyrie, oh, stomp.
Shiver me timbers cold. Double stomp to the heart.
Cover, hook of the leg. And Bayley breaking things up. Asuka now back into the fray.
Goodbye, Bayley.
Strange. Asuka now.
Bringing the fight to the roll.
And Bayley with a belly to belly onto our announce table. You okay?
Yeah, just a flying monitor. Nothing my insurance won't cover.
And now Bayley from the barricade points to the WrestleMania sign. Nobody home delivers an elbow on the announce table.
choke, and it did not pay off. Valkyria with a drop kick to Kyrie. And Lyra now with Kyrie sent back into the ring. Valkyria back in. Setting up Kyrie, save. Nightwing. Cover. Bailey, Asuka. And now Lyra Valkyria with the win.
The team of Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
Bailey and Asuka were getting at it out here at ringside. Meanwhile, Lyra Valkyria would pick up the win with Nightwing in the middle of the ring, and Bailey and Lyra rolling. No doubt about it. Disappointing outcome for the Kabuki Warriors, but kudos to Lyra Valkyria. Here you see Bailey stepping up her aggression, which is what it's going to take if she wants to head to Vegas. Unfortunately, tonight for the role model, it did not
talking about
pay
people
off.
showing up that aren't
Luckily
going to be
for
there
Bailey,
due to their arts and
Lyra
those that are
kept
surprises
her
supposed to be
eyes
showing
on the
up in
prize,
an accident.
taking out
I'm talking
Kyrie
about
first,
Becky being there last week
delivering
and shit.
Nightwing, hooking the leg, and a big-time win in the women's tag team division for Lyra and Bailey. Here's Jackie Redmond.
You stay fucking up. I don't. They might need to take a break.
Bailey, Lyra, congratulations on a big victory over the Kabuki
you need
Warriors.
to go where that dude.
Listen, this is a huge W, and it comes just 4 weeks away from WrestleMania. Have you guys been feeling the pressure to find a way to Vegas? Pressure? You think in this moment right now, after we beat one of the greatest tag teams in the world, that we feel pressure? No, we feel pretty damn good. Jackie, let me say something. I gotta say something. Lash, Naya, you already got our names in your mouth because you know that we are the ones that can beat you.
That's why I don't want
I have an idea. Nia, Lash, you guys talk a big game, and Lash, I know you're new to this, but we run the tag division. We've been running it for a whole year, so if you guys are as big and bad as you think you are, next week we're in the most famous arena in the world. Hold on. Bailey and Lyra are gonna beat Nia and Lash.
They're like good.
There we go.
Yeah, you definitely just said that they're. You said their shit wasn't shit.
Take the challenge for the victorious Bailey and Lyra Valkyria here tonight. You know, Corey, Bailey and Lyra both getting their WWE starts in NXT, just like this former WWE champion.
Journal entry, Tiffany's Epiphanies. Daddy said I'm ready to take over NXT. The real question is NXT ready for Tiffany Stratton? It's Tiffy time! NXT was very important for me in my development. They made me superstar. They took me from an athlete and developed my character in a way where it's me, but it's also me over the top. I want to be called the NXT Women's
Stratton has made it to the
They're like, nah, we gonna keep her here and build her story up. Nah, send her back down there.
Winning the NXT Women's Championship took me from this new girl to the future of the business.
Send her back down.
NXT built me from the ground up. I felt like I learned everything down at the Performance Center, and eventually you develop into this big, beautiful WWE superstar.
And speaking of NXT, its biggest show of the year is NXT Stand and Deliver. And it comes to the Factory in St. Louis, Missouri next Saturday, April 4th. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster.
Hey, Mr. Hey, how are you, man? How's it been? Hey, everything good, brother? What about you? No. Oh, man, thank you.
Hey, bro, can you show me that Penta walk, bro? I've been trying to do that this whole
Of course, it's very easy. Look, try it with me. Like this, like this. Yeah, brother, chulo. Hey, man. Bien, hermanito. Mira, te presento. This is my friend Speed. Yeah, I know, Speed.
Hey, we never met. What's your name? Dragon?
Dragon Lee.
You a dragon?
I'm a dragon, carnal.
I'm a dog.
A dog? You're a dog?
Hey, take it easy. I'm just
me too, carnal.
Oh, okay, brother. All right, it was nice seeing y'all.
See you, brother.
I'll see y'all.
See you, man. Hey, my friend. Good. Carnal, hey. Solamente te quería agradecer por la semana pasada. We did lucha libre. I like that. Gracias.
Whenever you want, rematch. You have. Yes, I was in.
Good luck today. Buena suerte. Thank you.
Penta, Dominic for the Intercontinental title tonight.
So you saw him in action earlier on tonight. Well, now he's going to join us on the stage. So please welcome the young OG, Javon Evans.
Hold on now. Hey, you're not lit enough. Boston, if you can hear me say, yeah! All right, we good, go ahead.
They're pretty lit. All right, so first of all, I've got to deliver flowers your way. Congratulations on your win against Grayson Waller earlier on tonight. How'd it feel out there?
It felt great. I'm already sore. My hair is messed up. But your boy got the W!
All right, we got to talk about something serious. And that topic is Kofi Kingston. Because for weeks, Kofi has offered his mentorship to you. He's offered his guidance. Why haven't you chosen to take him up on his offer?
All right, look, respectfully, Kofi's, he's a real OG. You know, he's been here for a minute. We talking about a former world champion. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't want to be the next Kofi Kingston. I don't want to be Kofi's young boy, you know what I mean? I want to be the first young OG. I want to be the first 21-year-old that's putting belt to ass. I want to be the first Javon Evans. But with that being said, I also want to accomplish some dreams and goals. And I want to be a champion here in WWE. So you already know your boy got his eyes on the IC Championship match tonight. Penta, I got my eyes on you, Pa. So be ready. There's only one thing that you're going to say when you see the young OG on your TV. And everybody can say it with me. You can say it with me too if you listening. Netflix, you can say it with me. AP, Adam Pearce, you can say it with me. OG Aunt, you can say it with me. And everybody in Boston can say it with me. That boy is. Straight like that. Yeah!
Appreciate you, Javon. Good luck to you. Hey, Javon Evans, future Intercontinental Champion, huh? Sounds kind of nice, right?
Future champion in WWE in general. I appreciate you, Aunt.
Thank you, man.
WrestleMania 42 is coming to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas in just 26 nights, and for the first time ever, limited seats are available for purchase on the WrestleMania stage. Tickets for this one-of-a-kind, elevated viewing experience are available right now via Ticketmaster.
Charge y'all tickets. They want tickets in the parking lot. Y'all can buy. Y'all can watch the screen out there.
How are you enjoying the road to WrestleMania? Man, I'm having the time of my life today. They got Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Danhausen.
Hi, WWE legend Danhausen. Nice to meet you. Very nice, very evil. Say, I had a question for you. How are you so famous when you only have 180 human followers?
180 million followers?
Oh my God. Good, checks out. So, I have a proposition for you. How about you give Danhausen your password? I'll log in. We can call the show I Show Speedhausen. And then we'll split the profits. It'll be great for both of us.
No.
No? No. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than Danhausen? Tell you what, I have a new achievement for you. You wanna know what it is?
What?
You are cursed.
What? Where do you go? Curse? What you mean, curse? What is he talking about? Listen. Bro, who is that?
I don't know, and I have business, so you enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.
Curse?
I Show Speed being cursed could be disastrous for 180 million followers. Did you ever see The Ring? When somebody shows and the bad thing just keeps... This is bad. This is real bad.
Yeah, real bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns and CM Punk are here live. They, of course, battled for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Over on SmackDown, they've got quite the situation developing between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE title.
For years, the love you showed me, that puts a smile on my face. That smile is the emptiest feeling that I have felt in my entire life. I want my legacy to be how much world championship gold I have put around my waist. Then Cody came into the picture, and I didn't know if I could be who I needed to be to beat Cody. But last week, Cody took that burden off my chest.
I'm sure you're hearing the voices in your head, and when the bell rings, that's what I expect.
The voices in my head talk to me, and they tell me that I'm going to beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
What the hell was that last week, man? What you did to Cody? The way you did.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you freaking kidding me? You're wasting my time now. As a matter of fact, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, listen, I'm glad I picked up. You're right. I'm gonna go to the ring right now, and I'm gonna fix it.
I am sorry. Matt, will you forgive me?
You know, the voices are in Randy Orton's head once again, and you have to wonder what he's capable of when Randy Orton heads into his 21st career WrestleMania in 26 days.
Well, the Apex Predator absolutely intends on leaving Las Vegas as the brand new, undisputed WWE champion. But first, the Viper must get past the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It is going down on the grandest stage of them all.
And the question is, what condition is Cody Rhodes in after that brutal beatdown and assault a couple of weeks ago by Randy Orton? Well, coming up this Wednesday, over on our friend Pat McAfee's show on ESPN, Cody Rhodes will deliver his first interview since the beatdown by Randy Orton a couple of weeks ago. It happens at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday on the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN.
Nightmare going down at Thunderdome.
This lost is your fault. If you care, our team, make it up to me. 군자네! 군자네! I know we have had our ups and downs recently, but you don't deserve to be treated like this, Kyrie. You deserve better. Kyrie!
Pathetic, Rio. First, Rhea leaves you all alone. And now it's obvious Kyrie wants nothing to do with you. So what was your plan last week? Befriend Stephanie? But all you really did was cost me the satisfaction of putting her face into the match.
And I would interfere again if I had a chance.
Okay, then chiquita. You wanna play? Fine, we can play. Next week, meet me in the ring, and I'll finish with you. would have
Oh, she
started
just
a stir.
dropped the F-bomb on accident.
You are
Edition?
on.
Hope Pierce makes that official for next week at Madison Square Garden in New York.
Don't say that. The boss said it's in the best place in the world.
Intercontinental Championship time. The former champ, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, of course, accompanied by the woman who wants to win the World Championship. Wait a minute! And speaking of the World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera, attacking Morgan.
All I know is I'm not watching SmackDown Friday because I'm going to be there in person.
Finally, officials out here trying to separate Stephanie and Liv. These two meet at WrestleMania for the Women's World title. Oh, Lord. Stephanie makes it. This thing has got so deeply personal in the past few weeks. Oh, my God.
Enough is enough, Liv.
Oh, goodness. Somebody separate them.
I don't lie, I don't even know what's going on right now. Separate who I didn't know. I guess I heard Stephanie
Things are just
Vaquer.
heating up for WrestleMania. You could say that again. Dominic Mysterio, who has to take on Penta now for the Intercontinental Championship, just had to witness his girlfriend, the #1 contender for the Women's World title, get into a massive brawl with the champ, Stephanie Vaquer.
I think this is a perfectly reasonable time to call off the match. There is no way Dirty Dom is in a championship headspace after just watching his güerita be attacked by Vaquer. He himself was assaulted. Dirty Dom, you don't need to do this. We can push the match back to a later date. Someone get Pierce out here.
Yeah, maybe Raquel Rodriguez should have been out here with Liv Morgan instead of picking fights with Io Sky.
How are you making this Raquel's fault? Vaquer is clearly unhinged. Thankfully, JD's out here.
Yeah, JD McDonough, and God forbid Dominic ever goes into a match when it's one-on-one with nobody else around.
There he is, your mega campeón, el más sucio de los sucios, the king of the luchadors. I can go on, cut me off at any time.
No, go ahead. You're the voice of AAA.
That's better than
Dirty Dom once again
saying
being
shit
the
wrong.
double champion.
Saying the wrong fucking names and shit. Probably gonna call him Dom Penta or some shit.
Well, Dominic believes he should be champion today if it wasn't for what he calls that turncoat, Finn Balor.
Well, it wasn't just Dirty Dom who felt betrayed by Finn Balor. The entire Judgment Day was in agreement.
Did Tom just shower or his hair always like that?
I don't know. I've been sitting here with you for the last 2 hours, Cole. How am I supposed to know?
Oh, you're the voice of AAA. I thought you knew all things Lucha Libre.
I don't believe Dirty Dom's showering schedule is pertinent information for my viewership, okay? I like to imagine maybe it's just a leave-in conditioner. Dirty Dom generally smells
He's like
very
trying
nice
to start an
right?
argument with him on the love. Like he's so mad about that shit earlier. Yeah, Michael Cole need to take a fucking vacation. Put in the chat Michael Cole vacation time.
It's not a mullet. JD just has long hair. This is a distinctly different hairstyle.
He don't know what days and day he had. He don't know what show we on. He don't know
Do you
nothing.
not engage with JD throughout the
Saying
day?
wrong fucking names. They about to like mute him on TV. Is that what the fuck that they said? They about to fight.
Intercontinental title coming your way.
Yeah, Michael Cole. That big R word is staring you in the face, bitch. Might be time to do that R word. Retire. I ain't got no beef with them, but he keep fucking people's names up and shit. And like fucking people's names up on like Royal Rumble and shit like that. People act like it's something small, but it's like that was that dude's first Royal Rumble and shit. He done fucked up and said the wrong fucking name.
Dominic
Like
Mysterio,
his friends and family were watching that shit,
his,
hearing you say the wrong fucking name.
He's gotta get his mind
That's
right. Dom is
kind of fucked
very
up.
clearly
He fucked up
in a
his moment.
negotiated headspace
He does
because
that a
he
lot.
just wants
Just like
his
last week when he said the shit, we accidentally said Becky's name, so we already knew Becky was gonna come out. Because then Becky came out literally right afterwards.
I like it. I like it. I hope you win.
That's pleasant. Sicko.
Like, real talk, they need to stop telling these niggas that people are coming out. Stop telling them when somebody coming out. Stop telling them when somebody goes to a special guest. Don't tell them so they surprised so they just say it. If not, they just gonna fuck it all up.
The spectacular Penta will once again defend the Intercontinental Championship. He, of course, beat Dom a few weeks back. He beat Dragon Lee. He beat El Grande Americano.
The culmination of his life's work. Penta, a proud, fighting Intercontinental Champion. Penta's gone so far.
Yeah, he been having fun down there at AAA. As he should, though.
In Mexico.
I know him and his brother keep wanting to bring up the Lucha Bros back. I think eventually they will, and if they don't, they're stupid and they're sitting on a gold mine and just merchandising. Because I'm pretty sure those would sell. They would sell well.
Capture the Intercontinental title. Remember, he and Dominic were involved in that fatal four-way at WrestleMania last year, where Dominic won the Intercontinental Championship when he pinned Finn Balor. Pretty sure in that moment, Dom probably realized that Finn was the weak link of the Judgment Day. A year ago, but because Dom's a rather altruistic young man, he decided to give Finn a chance to redeem himself. Or he's a conniving son of a
Son
of a WWE Hall of Famer. Cole. I mean, it's a family show. Let's be honest. You've been out here assassinating Dom's character for years now. An incredible atmosphere when Penta enters the arena. Penta has absolutely forged a great relationship with the WWE fans around the world and continues to wow us week after week with his in-ring performances. But tonight he's going to have to keep an eye on JD McDonough outside the ring. Dominic Mysterio's Judgment Day brother.
That's all you gotta do, just get better.
We get set for this matchup. Let's head up to the ring and the great Alicia Taylor.
That's why it's like I feel like Jade gets a lot of hate. I feel like she's got so much better in the ring.
And Dominic Mysterio wasted little time going to work on Penta. And referee Eddie Arango going to separate the two so we can get this matchup officially underway. Checking on Penta now to see if Penta's ready to go. And Dominic Mysterio not even waiting for the ring introductions, going to work. The king of the Luchadors imposing his will on the Intercontinental Champion. Dirty Dom wants his gold back. And don't forget, Corey, the city of Boston and the Intercontinental Championship brings back bad memories for Dominic Mysterio. Remember back in November, the night that John Cena beat Dominic Mysterio to win his first Intercontinental Championship right here in Boston. I promised Dom I would bring that up, so thanks, Cole.
Oh, my
Penta off the Hurricane Rana. And now, nice backbreaker to Dom. Ibradora. All the Lucha moves properly, Michael Cole. So you can listen and learn. I need to learn. And now Penta into the corner. Tremendous balance. And the impact at the end, 2 boots in the grill of the AAA Mega Champion. I have a feeling Penta's looking to take flight. But Dominic Mysterio with a drop kick. And now Dom's suicide dive into a DDT. Dominic and Penta for the championship. Dirty Dom took a high risk. I'm not sure how well it paid off. You saw him immediately grabbing at his leg after ripping Penta down into a version of a tornado DDT. And Dominic, the former Intercontinental Champion, 3 weeks ago, lost the title to Penta. Of course, that was the night that led to the excommunication of Finn Balor from the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom has a chance to lead by example, to show the Judgment Day how to win. To remind everyone in the clubhouse that he is still the king of the Luchadors. He is still the dirtiest of the dirty. Just a look at the stain toward this crowd here in Boston tonight.
Dirty Dom taking a page out of his heroes book, that being the late great Eddie Guerrero.
Cover now by Dominic. And Penta kicks out at 2. I think Dom's a bit frustrated with what's went down the past few weeks.
I think Dom has been frustrated for the past several years because all Dirty Dom wants is to be accepted as his own man, as his own living legend, instead of being trapped in the shadow of his deadbeat father.
Maybe we should respect people more. He'd be treated that way. Dominic with a nice elbow flooring the champion. And quickly into the cover. Hooks the leg, inside leg this time, and a kick out by Penta.
I think respect is subjective, and Dirty Dom has already done something Ray never did in his Hall of Fame career. That's captured the AAA Mega Championship. I mean, Dirty Dom is a force to be reckoned with. He should be celebrated around the globe rather than ostracized and humiliated at every given opportunity. Dirty Dom bending the rules to great effect. Oh, and a big right by McDonough.
And JD getting involved. The official was dealing with Dirty Dom. Cover now by Mysterio and grabbing the bottom rope is Penta. That's what Penta's got to be worried about. The fact that McDonough is floating around here at ringside. And that was the issue Finn Balor had, a few weeks back when Dominic wanted help. He wanted JD to grab the ring hammer and the ring bell hammer. And Finn Balor said, no, let him earn this on his own.
And who does Finn think he is? Dom's father? It's not Finn's job to teach Dom respect.
Dominic's actually the one that said he didn't want them to get involved, whether he meant it or not. Speaking of Eddie Guerrero. Looking for the Three Amigos. Won't happen. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. This is for Penta's Intercontinental Championship. Penta, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough at ringside.
Penta looking to chop down the king of the luchadors. Face first goes Dominic. The challenger wisely rolls to the outside. Here comes the Intercontinental Champion.
Over the top, Tope Condilo.
See, there you go. Come on. You should come to Mexico with me one of these days. You can hang out with JBL and have a good time.
Oh, John's there? And now Dom sent back into the ring. Enter the current Intercontinental Champion. And a fighting champion as well. And Penta cross body.
Penta turning the tides of this matchup back into his own favor. Very unique suplex by the champion into the cover.
To retain. Kick out by Dominic.
Penta now feeling a modicum of frustration after he's unable to dispose of Dirty Dom. Penta now wanting to rally the WWE fans tonight in this jam-packed TD Garden. Penta looking for the Penta driver. This could do it.
Dominic, though, able to reverse, and Penta.
Here we go.
Penta driver. Is it enough to retain the championship? And Dominic just kicks out.
You know, there was a momentary hesitation. I don't know if Penta lost his grip at the last second or what, but ordinarily he packages up his opponent immediately, which usually leads to a 3 count. There was a bit of separation. That may be the only reason Dom was able to survive. But things could go from bad to worse for Dirty Dom. No!
Oh, and Dominic turns it into a Michinoku driver. Here's the cover for the win and a kick out.
There was nearly cause for celebration for a double champion yet again.
Penta was going for the Mexican destroyer. Dominic Mysterio able to counter.
Well, lining up Penta.
Now sent in a position for a 619.
Watch out, Dom.
Penta with a kick to the face.
There it comes.
Now look at JD McDonough. You wondering when he was going to get involved. Dominic from behind.
McDonough proving to be invaluable.
619. He's going to do it. Dirty Dom heading up to the top. Dominic staring back at the man he stabbed in the back. Finn Balor.
Sometimes decisions have consequences. McDonough met in the aisleway by Balor.
JD McDonough gonna suffer the consequences of what he did to Finn Balor a few weeks back.
The Irish Ace now feeling the wrath of the Prince.
And Dominic now trying to regroup, went for the frog splash. Penta, able to roll into a cover and pick up the win.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
Oh, the big-time assist from Finn Balor. Cole, the ending of that match was almost identical to how Dom pinned Finn at WrestleMania last year.
Indeed, and Balor had Dominic frozen in fear, which cost Dominic the title tonight, and now Balor gonna get him some of Mysterio. Finn Balor hammering away at Dominic. Sling blade. Dom has asked for this for months. Sending Mysterio into the corner.
Oh, get out of there, Dom, get out of there.
And McDonough now pulling Dominic to safety. Maybe not! Finn Balor's not done with Dominic.
Balor is back for his pound of flesh.
Dom trying to retreat. Meanwhile, from behind, JD McDonough.
Balor's former protege taken down by Finn. And Dom's hightailing it out of here.
Well, he's running away. JD McDonough is a sitting duck. Don't expect Dominic to come running down here and help his brother. JD sent into the corner. And a coup de grace.
Finn Balor with a warning to the king of the luchadors. You're not careful, Dom. It could be you next.
That's what Balor wants.
We want to take a second to say thank you to Nickelback for Bones for the Pros, an official theme song of WrestleMania 42, available now wherever music is sold or streamed.
You know, Monday Night Raw kicked off tonight with another face-to-face between Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, and this building was shaking.
The aftershocks are still being felt in Boston as these two behemoths would stand toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye, and eventually things would pop off.
Yeah, Lesnar looking for an F5, but Oba Femi able to counter here. And once again, Corey, Oba Femi got the best of Brock Lesnar.
2 weeks in a row, the ruler standing tall over the beast incarnate. A fact that will not sit well with Brock Lesnar. But I'm starting to wonder if Lesnar is in any position to do anything about it. Next level physicality between two Goliaths that collide in Las Vegas. Look at the tail of the tape. 6'4" Oba Femi, 290 pounds for Brock Lesnar, outweighed by 20 by the ruler. Two massive human beings. But this is the most decorated combat athlete in history we're talking about with Brock Lesnar.
You know, next week, Monday Night Raw heads to legendary Madison Square Garden in New York City. Brock Lesnar will be there live, but what does Brock do? He's been bested 2 weeks in a row by Oba Femi.
We will find out, perhaps in New York. but we know for sure that the Women's Tag Team Championships will be defended. The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, put their gold on the line against Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley, who were victorious earlier tonight.
It's also been made official. The Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, takes on Raquel Rodriguez at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden.
And the World Tag Team titles will be on the line in a New York City street fight. Jimmy and Jey Uso defend their championship against Logan Paul and Austin Theory of the Vision in the world's most famous arena.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'll be very careful out there, man. My brother's on the warpath.
CM Punk, the world champ, is live, and don't forget who's also here. Roman Reigns.
What about Big Jim's warning?
Last week at Corey, it was CM Punk who fired the first physical salvo in this personal battle with Roman Reigns, and a lot has been made of that last week. Was it CM Punk losing control? Was it CM Punk in firm control?
I've known CM Punk for over 20 years, and I can't give you a straight answer. I don't know for sure why that word in particular triggered Punk like it did, but you said it. He fired the first shot. The war of words has escalated, and we've still got over 3 weeks until we get to Las Vegas.
And if you're Roman Reigns, how do you respond? I mean, all the things that Punk has said about Reigns and his family, of course, the now infamous quote about Roman's late father a few weeks back, the situation from last week.
Listen, as much as CM Punk fancies himself a master psychologist in this game, so does Roman Reigns. I believe Roman Reigns thinks he got in CM Punk's head last week. He got under CM Punk's skin, which is damn near impossible to do. But if anyone could do it, the tribal chief can.
Well, now, you know, you and I know CM Punk perhaps as well as anyone, and I don't know if he's lost control. I think he's in complete control.
He may be. We know that CM Punk adored the legendary Rowdy Roddy Piper, who infamously said, "When you think you've got the answers, I change the questions." That could be exactly what we're seeing right now. Promise?
Okay, well,
that's all. As long as we're
don't go
entertained.
too far, we got to get to WrestleMania.
that sound like a man who's sweating to you, Cole? Nope. Maybe he's just got a good game face. Champs of the ring. He's getting ready for 26 nights from now. It is all going down on the grandest stage of them all, the Showcase of the Immortals, one of the most deeply personal main events in WrestleMania history. The World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, defends against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, at WrestleMania. Fun tonight? Did you guys hear what Jimmy Uso said to me right before I came out here? Something of a warning, told me to watch what I say because his brother, Roman Reigns' cousin, one half of the tag team champions, Jey Uso, is on a warpath tonight. Well, I suppose I should watch what I say, shouldn't I? No? All right. The eyes have it. It goes to show you that Roman Reigns can't do anything without his cousins. What I didn't know is that the cousins couldn't do anything without Roman Reigns. Man, nobody in that family, the entire family, can do anything by themselves. They always need the backup. They need the help. Nobody in that family can be heavyweight champion of the world. Man, I got them all so shook. Last week, Roman Reigns made a decree. He said his entire bloodline, all the Samoans in Samoa, can come after me if they so choose. And you know how many Samoans since then have even looked at me cross? It's a big fat 0, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon my language, earmuffs for all the little kids. This is the shit talk business. We do and say awful things to each other to try to sell the big title fight, and that's my job. But these are all just words. And Boston, I gotta be honest with you, being in a badass blue-collar city like this, I'm tired of talking. Sticks and stones and all of these things are just empty words. But Roman last week did say one thing that pissed me off. Roman called me old. Some of you will understand this. It's not what he said, it's who said it. And I stand in this ring in front of the world, and I'll tell you, my young boy does not get to disrespect me and call me old. So let's get down to it, Boston. Am I old? Am I old? Here's the thing. If I told you all here to your face that I wasn't, you would know that I'm a liar. Am I old? Yeah. Yeah, I'm old. Am I ashamed of it? Hell no. Not no. Hell no. In fact, I'm proud of it. If I was ashamed of how old I was, well, I'd be covering up these gray whiskers with Just for Men, just like Roman does. I am proud of who I am, my age, and what I've done, and where I come from. I'm middle-aged and crazy like Terry Funk. I'm the same age Nolan Ryan was when he beat Robin Ventura's ass on the mound, and he was still throwing no-hitters. Gordie Howe played professional hockey till he was 52 years old, and they call him Mr. Hockey. Well, I'm Mr. Game 7. The older I get, the more pressure I feel, and the more pressure I feel, the better I am. Age, ladies and gentlemen, is just a number. Ask me how I feel. Ask me how I feel, Boston. I'm old, but I'm not insecure. I don't come out here and ask you to acknowledge me. I come out here and tell you I feel great. I feel like the best in the world. I come out here and I ask you the question, is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Boston or what? Roman Reigns, if you look at me and all you see is an old man, you've already lost because you've underestimated me. Last week, this old man dropped you on your ass with one punch. At WrestleMania, this old man is gonna tie you into knots. At WrestleMania, 20 minutes deep when you're gasping for air and all that oil and jizz you cover yourself in dries up, just like your chances of ever being heavyweight champion are gone. And I hit you and jacked you with a GTS, and you go to sleep and you wake up Monday morning and you realize that I am the best in the world. Man, you just got beat by an old man, but not a old man. You got beat by the old man. I thought this was going to be tough. You know who was tough? You know somebody who didn't underestimate me and still couldn't get the job done was Gunther. You know who else didn't underestimate me and couldn't get the job done one-on-one? Jey Uso. And if I gotta fight all the Samoans, we might as well start over with him. I'll fight every single one of them. And I'll do it right here in Boston. Because what is he gonna do? Is he gonna eat me to death?
Oh, you're about to find out, Punk. Because here comes main event, Jey Uso, brother Jimmy Warren Punk. Jey is on the warpath. Disrespect the family and find out about it.
What are you gonna do? You wanna throw hands or you wanna talk, cousin? Yeah?
Your ass is old, punk. Yeah, you done got hit in your head a little bit too many times, just like me. Cause you still out here running your damn mouth. Yeah, running your mouth about my family. Man, you out here running your mouth about me. We can do it right now though, punk. Do it right now, Uzi. I'll run it back on your old ass right now.
I did say I was tired about talking, and you never got your rematch that you rightfully deserve. You want to run it right here in Boston?
Let's go.
Brother, I ain't dressed for it, but I'm a fighting champion.
I'm damn punk. I'm down, let's do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. What you doing out here?
Yeah, what are you doing out here, see?
I ain't talking to you, punk. I ain't even talking to you, punk. Yo, man, I understand how you feeling, but every time you get emotional, brother, you don't think. All you do is look at me. All you see is red, all right? Because of that, we got disqualified tonight. Because of that, our damn tag team championships is on the line next week. I don't give a damn about no tag team champions right now. I need you to lock in. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. You leave him to the OTC. All right? Hey, honestly, we ain't got nothing to do with him. Yeah, he got everything to do with us. All this fool do is walk around, talk shit, talk about the family. No, hey, matter of fact, where Roman at? He not even out here. Where is he? But I am. I'm here. Send to me.
Going on right now. This episode crazy, what's going on?
Indeed he is.
Last time I checked, you already had a tag match. Is that right? That's right. And it's done now, right? That's right. So I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I can. Get your brother and leave my ring.
I think you should stay. He needs the help. No, Jay, you can go.
Oh, Jay went right after Punk and out. Jimmy trying to get involved. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch to the back of the head. And listen, Punk pushed the buttons again. Now Adam Pearce and officials out to the ring to try to defuse this situation. But again, Punk with a smart-ass remarks, Corey got him in trouble. CM Punk knew exactly what he was doing. He was playing with fire. It was a matter of time before he got burned.
Hey! Wait till I'm here. Joe, hey, get him, Moose. You know what to do. Hey, you know what to do. Don't ask him all. You know what to do. Will you stop, man? Get him. Get him.
Mysterio called the shot. He said smash him.
Get him! Get him! Dude!
And Jay still hollering at Roman. Get him! Get him! As he dumps Punk out to the floor. Roman Reigns, look at the look in his eyes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Reigns sending Punk into the post. Oh my God, again! Reigns exploding with savagery. And he's not done yet. Roman Reigns with Punk up high.
Y'all gotta bust him open. Y'all gotta do something like Randy.
Roman Reigns sends the world champion through the table. Corey, Roman Reigns proving tonight that he doesn't need his family to dismantle a champion.
Enough! It's enough! What do you think your ones are gonna do now? What are they gonna do now? Roman, enough! Get out of here! Come on! Enough! Enough! Come on!
Long time since we've seen Roman Reigns like this. Punk is laughing.
I don't need any help. I'm not the one that needs help. Oh. Oh. Oh, best in the world, kids.
That's it. That's all. Thank you for watching. Let me get this thing to go. Yeah. Watch on schedule. Tomorrow is NXT at 8 p.m. We'll be showing that in our Discord. This is our merches. Giving away a shirt. We'll reach 300. And on that note, you have a good evening. Ta-ta for now. Cap and Crowns coming up in a little bit. Here's all of the shows. Thank you to everybody that came into the chat tonight and commented. Shout out to all y'all, especially UK. All you folks, have a good rest of your night.